Today is 851st day that I'm here to lessons I learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about sacrifices. I truly believe that you're not able to live a fulfilling life without sacrifices. Now, what are sacrifices? Sacrifice is really giving something up for something more meaningful. Now, of course, you can sacrifice something good for something bad. But I truly believe if you really want to live a fulfilling life, you need to have those fulfilling sacrifices. So what you are sacrificing for? What is that sacrifice you are making? Because every single time when you make a decision, when you say yes, you say something, you say no to something else. When you say no, you say something yes to something else. So every single no or yes will lead to some kind of sacrifices that lead to something else. So today we'll share 10 meaningful sacrifices that every single person wants to have or you need to make sure that they live a fulfilling life. So number one is investing in your personal development. Investing in your personal development. I truly believe that this sacrifice is essential. That means that when you think about it, okay, people, you're able to invest in your new shoes, you're able to invest in your new car, invest in a new house, you are able to really spend on Friday night clubbing, you're able to invest your time and money, energy into other things, or you are able to invest time in personal development. So that means when you look into the time like on Saturday, Sunday, what do you do? What do you spend? Do you do barbecue or do you invest in skill development? Skill development or some kind of knowledge development, education, knowledge, wisdom, building. So what do? Do you sacrifice your time to make sure that you're able to get more time in the future? Because a lot of times what happens is that when you really develop the skill set, you are able to do exactly the same with less time. So I really believe in giving and investing your time now in personal development, in building the skill that you can have more time in the future. So sharpening the skill that you can cut the tree faster is very, very important. Because a lot of times people try to cut that tree with very, very, very bad axe, very, very dull axe, and it takes forever. So sometimes it's better what you do is really sit down and really sharpen and sharpen and sharpen that axe, and after that you just cut the tree much, much, much faster. Number two is financial discipline. Financial discipline. That means that really sometimes you want to really buy something that could be very, very, very important in that moment. Maybe new clothing, maybe new car. Maybe you're driving some kind of old car, now you need a new car. So that means that sometimes you need to have the delayed gratification. Really not buying new stuff that you don't need it. Your car is good. Your things that you're wearing is good. Why you need that new car? When you delay gratification, you have this financial discipline. You're able to invest the money into things that you really appreciate. Because I think a lot of times people lose their money or they are not financially where they're supposed to be is because they don't have delayed gratification and don't sacrifice immediate purchases for future benefits. So it means when you invest in assets, that means the things that could potentially generate your income. And this includes you. You are the most important asset. You are the most important asset. So being able to invest in your knowledge, skills, develop yourself, that you can make more money. So that means if you maybe there's copywriting, maybe sales, maybe marketing, what kind of skill do you able to develop to make more money? And when you make more money, you're able to really be still delayed gratification and invest in the business, invest in real estate, invest in things that really that generate your income. So when you build that passive income, now you're able to really buy those liabilities like a new house, a new car, new clothing with the assets, with the passive income rather with active income. Because if you will buy luxury things with active income, most likely will work for the rest of life. But if you work and make money, active income, and you buy assets with your active income, with passive income, will be much easier to buy all those luxury things. It's very, very important. Number three is health and fitness commitments. Sacrifices. So that means that a lot of times it might be that you're working very hard and you need to go to see your friends, or you potentially could go and finish your training before you're going to some kind of party. So sometimes when you really need to make sure with health and fitness is that what you eat as well. Sacrificing the delicious cake that is looking at you and then eating a broccoli. So sacrificing something that leads to the best things. So that means that I truly believe that then what you want is healthy body. For that one moment, you want that beautiful cake. But the true desire is to have a healthy body. So sometimes we need to say, do I want a healthy body or do I want to eat now? Sometimes it'll be still eat now. And sometimes it'll be healthy body. It'll say like, oh no, like I will push this plate away because today I have enough willpower and I am not I don't want that cake anymore. So I don't say that we need to be perfect. I said that we need to be just more aware and sometimes make those choices, because the more choices we make on related to health and sacrifice those delicious things, but for the better thing, because the most important part is health and fitness rather than the cake that you want. Career sacrifices for the passion. Career sacrifice of passion. So that means that it might be that you pursue some kind of a career that is making you a little bit more money, but you're not feeling fulfilled and happy, and it will never give you a chance to be that. So sometimes really being able to really cut back your income and say that I will do what I love and what's my passion, and maybe the thing that could have high potential. So sometimes it's good to drop your salary, drop everything, and really live with your parents even a little bit. Maybe live with anywhere like where you're able to save money. Live with other people because you are building something. That is very powerful. That means working on something that is meaningful for you, that you're able to cut your expenses to bare minimum, and having that income bare minimum that you can feel fulfilled pursuing your passion, your vision, your purpose, your goals, your aspirations. This is very, very important to understand that it's okay. It's okay to cut your income. It's okay to cut your expenses just to pursue your goals, because it will worth it. It will truly be worth it. I truly believe that. And I'm a big believer that when you have a purpose, doesn't matter how, because you are willing to pay the price. Because when people start to bargain the price of achieving the goal, then they really start looking for any kind of job. And that's why 75% of people are hating their job, because they are pursuing the job, they're pursuing the income, they pursue the higher income rather than pursuing the things that really gives them the vision, pursues and allows them to really feel fulfilled. Number 5 is relationship investment. So that means that you need to really sacrifice sometimes a lot of different things, and you really sacrifice your own personal time to really be able to really spend time with people and build a relation. Because how you build a relationship? By quality time, spending time together. So if you want to have relations, you need to network, you need to connect, you need to spend time together. And when you're able to do that, you are able to invest your time to really making sure that you have these relations that is important. So sacrificing your time for the family time and relations time. Number 6 is risk taking for entrepreneurship. So what you sacrificing when you're taking risks? What you sacrificing? You're sacrificing your stability, your foundation, and that might be that at some point you'll feel very, very uncomfortable. You don't know where the money will come from. You don't know how that will look like. You know if you will fail or not. And that's really stability. People who really look for stability, that's why they go to a job, because they know that it's a stable job, even though we understand that the job could be, and a lot of times it's not stable. That's why there are so many people, thousands of people have been fired from a lot of different, huge, massive tech companies. They got fired. They thought that they have a secure job, secure salary, but they got fired. So that means, of course, we understand that the job doesn't give you 100% security, but it gives you sense of security, and that's why a lot of times people look for it. So if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to ask yourself: Are you okay with instability? Are you okay not knowing things? Are you okay with uncertainty? Because if you say, "Yeah, I'm okay," that means that go and pursue entrepreneurship. Go and pursue it, because that will allow you to pursue the more meaningful things. Number 7 is educational sacrifice for future success. So it means that choosing some kind of path, course, some kind of training for 6 months, coaching path, like maybe education. What kind of education? It could be like even doctors pursue like 11 years of education to get to the doctor level. So are you able to really sacrifice for future success? If you want to be a doctor, you will need to go through that path. It's not the easy path. But if you have that desire to be a doctor, if you want to heal people, There's no other way. So that means we need to sacrifice a lot of things. People who are doctors, I know that they spend so many hours studying and studying and studying. So it means from there, from 20, from 18 to 29, will be pretty straightforward education. And after that, it will be different. But again, this is every single person needs to decide how much time they are willing to educate themselves in a knowledge perspective, because everyone understand that we need to expand our wisdom, because wisdom is the most important part, and we need to really educate ourselves, not just on knowledge, but on wisdom as well. Number 8 is personal comfort for environmental impact. Sacrificing personal convenience. That is very important. Sacrificing personal convenience. I truly believe that we need to really sacrifice our personal convenience to really make sure to be able to protect our Earth. And sometimes we're able to really grab a maybe plastic bag for convenience, or we're able to grab some other bag that is not hurting Earth, or maybe even hold in your hands. And this is when you make those small choices. And when 7 billion people making those small choices, imagine how much impact we could make when every single person makes it. How I could make small inconvenience that could help Earth. What we could do, we don't need massive. We just need to start small. What kind of small inconvenience? Maybe don't put fruits and vegetables in plastic bag whatsoever. When you buy it, you wash them, but you're not putting in a plastic bag. That means you save on the plastic bag. And then there's a lot of different ways, and then I learned from my friend, but I need to work on it. I'm one of those people who I want to be learning how to take care better of Earth and environment whatsoever. Number 9 is parental sacrifices for children. That means that a lot of times parents and father power, mother power need to understand that they will need to sacrifice their own time for the kids. And it means that if kids want to go to some kind of event, maybe they want to do some kind of sports or some kind of activities. And of course, parents will need to adjust their time to make sure that they're able to support kids' achievements. And it could be that a mentee and mentor relationship as well. That mentor could sometimes sacrifice their time to really help mentee to achieve the things that they want. Because sometimes when a mentor has all the things that they achieved already, not all the things, because we always need to pursue something, but majority of things that is already taken care of, is able to really give more time to help mentee to achieve the things as well. And number 10 is altruistic acts of service. So it means that when you're scaling your resources, time, money, energy, now you're able to really give that to other people. That means you're able to give more time to other people, you're able to give more money to other people, you're able to give more energy to people. And when you're able to sacrifice potentially all those resources you have to other people, you become more altruistic. Because sometimes people make up more and more and more money, and they just becoming more and more and more for me, and I'm not willing to share them. Oh, everyone's supposed to be able to go and make money for themselves. But not every single person is strong enough. Not every single person have the gifts that you were given. I truly believe that we need to share with other people. This is not our resources at the end of the day. I truly believe that our resources was coming, and we are just borrowing that money. All the things that we potentially said that we own that money, I truly believe that we own, not own that money. We borrow that money, and we just are given that opportunity to use that money. So we need to be rivers of energy, time, and money, not the reservoirs. And I truly believe that. And when you're able to be that, it's much, much easier to really not have that stagnant water. Because when it's stagnant, you don't feel fulfilled. But when you're moving all the time, when you move your money, when you move your time, when you move your energy, it's much easier to live a fulfilled life. So we need to sacrifice, theoretically sacrifice, but this is one of the sacrifices, is when you make this sacrifice, you feel so much more fulfilled. So that means that those sacrifices that I mentioned today are all sacrifices that leads to positive results. And we need to learn it. And I think that one of the biggest thing that's the biggest sacrifice that we need to do is really how I'm able to sacrifice my time, my money, and my energy, that I could feel better in the future. So being able to really say, how am I able to sacrifice today for tomorrow, but at the same time live a content, fulfilled life today. And I think that it's very, very powerful to really reflect on our lives, to making sure that we are able to make those sacrifices, because we make those sacrifices when we understand that future. Future. And I truly believe that sometimes when you believe just if there is a 1% chance to have that beautiful future, you're willing to give up today. Give up today. But again, like those give ups, those sacrifices, sometimes when you know exactly that you giving up for some future, you don't see as a sacrifice. You look as investments. So I would love to change that saying that those are not sacrifices, those are investments. Investments. Investments in yourself, investments in other people, investments in really your future. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.